Hey, hi everybody. Welcome. My name is Angie Abt and welcome to Spiritual Discoveries with Angie and Friends. I'm here today with my friend Linda Ellson. Hi, Linda.
Hi there, Angie. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, I'm getting ready. Oh, here we go. We're going on Blog Talk. We'll have to just kind of smile for a second. We'll talk to y'all in just a second. As long as we get, okay, here we are.
Your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
Okay, I think, hey, Linda, I think we're on Blog Talk. Let's see if I can.
Okay, sounds great. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
To start your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
We don't have our tech person, everybody, so you're going to have to Linda and I are the tech people today, right, Linda?
That's right.
Okay, here we go, live.
To start your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
Okay, I got it. All right, everybody. Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome to... What was that?
That was my phone telling me.
Okay.
We really are our own tech people today.
All right, we're good. Okay. So hello, everybody. Welcome to Spiritual Discoveries with Angie and Friends. My name is Angie Abt. I'm a registered Lilydale medium, owner of Santosha Holistic Center, and I'm really excited to be here with you today. And I'm really excited to welcome my friend, my very special guest, Linda Ellson, president of Feng Shui Your World. Welcome, Linda.
Thank you, Angie. Always a pleasure to be here.
Yes, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah, we have our orange juice today, everyone. We hope you poured yourself a glass. It's considered drinking liquid gold during the Lunar New Year period. We are still in it.
It's delicious too. Okay, I wanted to ask you about that because I know we did that last year too, and I couldn't remember like why. So the significance of orange juice is...
Well, the significance of orange juice and also the oranges like that are behind you in your living space. Oranges are symbolic of gold and wealth and abundance luck during the lunar year. So it's always considered fortunate to display a bowl of oranges or little mandarins during the lunar new year period, or, drinking your orange juice is symbolic of drinking liquid gold. So, hey, we could all use probably just a little bit more wealth and abundance and flow, or let's just be open to it.
I would say for
in particular, yes. It doesn't mean you need to drink orange juice every day. I know not everybody indulges, but we're indulging today.
Yes, we are. Yeah. So everybody, you know what? Let us know you're here. We're talking for a couple minutes before we start. We love to know you're here, and we love to know where you're from too. So we're going to talk for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to take you on a guided meditation. And then Linda's going to talk about the Lunar New Year, right, Linda? And yeah, and we're going to talk a little bit about Valentine's Day, okay? Because Valentine's Day is tomorrow, right?
It is.
Yeah, and so and there's some feng shui tips that help us love ourselves and bring love into our life, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're excited about that. So hi, hi Angela, hi Melody, hi Missy. I haven't seen Missy in a long time. Hi Susan, hi Heidi. I don't know if you can see the comments. We have hi Melody from Idaho. Okay, cool. And then we have Warren, Ohio. It's so exciting. Hi Christine from you were in Chautauqua County, now Orlando. I was just in Orlando maybe 3 weeks ago, and it was a little chilly there, Linda.
Oh. You gotta go back again. It has to be warming up soon, right?
I think like
I'm dreaming about Florida right now. I really am. I need a beach.
I know, me too.
And to manifest that. We'll talk about the manifestations.
Let's manifest too. Okay, everybody. So we're going to start. I love to start, and we don't always do it, and I'm going to get back to it because I meditation, I feel like, is one of the most important things we can do for ourselves and do for our lives. It helps to balance us. It centers us. It helps us with manifesting. We were just talking about that. Helps us connect to our intuition. So in honor of Valentine's Day, which is tomorrow, I found a meditation that's on loving kindness. Okay, because Valentine's Day is all about love, right? And it's about sending love out to the world, but also to yourself. Because I feel like one of the most important things we can do always is it all starts with that, right? We have to love ourselves, right, Linda?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, okay. Hello. I'm just going to say hi to two more people. Heidi. Oh, you're in Ocala. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Ocala, Florida. I know where that is, near Lakeland. That's where my parents lived. And we have Arlene. Hi, Arlene. Arlene from San Antonio. I've been in San Antonio too. My sister lives in Houston. I love San Antonio. It's beautiful. All right, everybody. So let's start with our meditation. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in and exhale. Another deep breath in and exhale. And I want you to just imagine as you're inhaling in new, peaceful energy that's filled with relaxation. And it feels wonderful as you inhale that new energy that begins moving through your body, relaxing as it moves. And you might even notice that energy moving into your head, your neck, and your shoulders, all the way down your back. And you're noticing as this energy is moving through you, as you're inhaling it in and it's moving through, if there are areas in your body that feel especially tight or tense or even sore, send a little bit of that extra energy, that lightened energy to those areas, inviting those areas to relax. And notice how they feel soothed by the light. And I want you to imagine too that as you exhale, you're just letting go of tightness and tension and anything you're holding on to and stress, and just letting it go and allowing this time for you as the light that you're inhaling continues moving into your chest, your abdomen, and your hips. It's moving down your arms, both arms at the same time, all the way through to your fingertips. And your arms are starting to feel loose and limp. Your shoulders and your arms, feeling yourself just letting go. As the energy moves into your hips, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, and feet, relaxing you all the way to the tips of your toes. As you continue breathing in this beautiful, relaxing energy and exhaling out stress or anything it's time to let go of. And I invite you now to focus this energy in your heart and all around your heart, opening your heart to give and receive love and kindness too. If we can all give love and kindness, we can change the world and make it a better place. So I want you to focus on yourself for a moment. And I'm going to give you positive affirmations that are going to help you love you. So imagining that white light from your heart moving all around you as you say silently to yourself, May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be at ease. Saying them slowly enough that you can connect and feel their meaning and the intention behind them as you take them into yourself and move them through you. And taking a moment now and bringing to mind a good friend. This could be a loved one, a friend, a teacher or mentor, or maybe even a pet. The first one that comes to your mind, and connecting with your natural desire to see this person or pet happy and at ease. Just like you, this person wants to be happy, to feel safe, and to be healthy. And in order to cultivate this intention of kindness, you can offer this person the same phrases. So see this person in your mind and say silently, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be at ease. And letting this person go now, knowing that they're receiving the intention of your words, because intention is so powerful. And now bringing to mind anyone else you would like to send this blessing to. Maybe your whole family or a few friends or a few pets, seeing them all in your mind. And setting that same intention and offering them the same blessing. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be at ease. And we all have people in our lives. It's so important this year to get along with everybody and send love to everybody. And we all have those people, though, that can create tension for us or create challenges. And I want you to think of someone now, okay, that maybe you have some challenges with or things are not smooth with, and picture that person in your mind now. And the best thing to do with that person is send them love and send them kindness and the same blessing. Thinking of that person and saying to them silently, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be at ease. And notice how that feels and how you'll change the dynamic between you just with setting this intention. And once again, focusing on your heart and knowing that if you send light from your heart to anybody or even out into the world, you can make a difference. That's how we can all make a difference one by one. So imagining now that you're sending light, you can see it or feel it from your heart, and it's going out into the world. wherever it's needed most, to bring peace, to bring kindness all around the world, because isn't that what we need most? Feeling yourself sending love and kindness and saying, may you be happy to everyone in the world. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be at ease. And feel the power of sending those intentions and love and kindness from your heart, because you're making a difference. And taking a moment once again to focus on your heart and think about, what are you grateful for at this moment? Because gratitude, focusing on gratitude, can change everything too in our lives. What are you grateful for? Holding that in your heart as you slowly begin returning to our room and to our New Year's celebration with our special guest, my friend Linda Ellson. And please share what you're grateful for too in comments. We love to see that. Welcome back, Linda.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, Angie. Very powerful.
Yeah, I love that one. I feel like that's a perfect one for this time of year, right?
Yes.
As we celebrate the new year and celebrate Valentine's Day. Yeah, Bonnie says very important too. And we have Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Nancy. Carol from New Jersey. So, okay, so Linda, all right, so I found this about, because I know we're going to talk about the Lunar New Year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Lunar New Year is very much a time of honoring family and friends, both past and present. The new year is also a time to show gratitude. That's why I put that in there, for everything we have in our lives, and to start fresh, right? And letting go of things, maybe our challenges or anything negative from the past year. And it's a celebration of everything good in the world and a chance to start fresh over the upcoming year ahead. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's perfect. And I have to say, we didn't coordinate our topic, or maybe Angie did. She was, the way she did her meditation. But we're actually the Lunar New Year. It cycles with the moon. Mm-hmm. And it always begins with it being the second new moon after the winter solstice. So the new year of the tiger. So happy New Year of the Tiger. Yes, began on February 1st, and it's a 15-day celebration. So yes, it began on the new moon, and it will conclude this Tuesday, the 15th, with the full moon. Okay. So we're on day 13, lucky number 13 of the Lunar New Year celebration. But really important to know is that day 13, 14, 15, we are preparing for what's known as the Lantern Festival. Okay. So in the good old days, they would gather up as many lanterns as they possibly could in a household or in a village. And you want to seek illumination. And you think about it concludes on the full moon, which is, we know it's like one of the brightest nights of any given month because the moon is so bright. Mm-hmm. And it's about bringing illumination and light to any area of your life where you need to reconcile, a potential grievance, or bring a little bit more peace. That's why I thought this meditation was just so beautiful, bringing peace to ourselves and to our communities and out to the world. And it's also forgiveness, just that blessing, Angie, that you taught us. And I've worked with those principles before, that, if you do have a little tension with someone, the greatest gift you can do and the greatest softening you can do is send them your love. And they don't need to know about it. You can do it in the privacy of your own home, and, do that experiment and just see the next time you interact with them. I promise you there will be a change, and that's powerful, right? And we know the idea of quantum meditation and thought and
Changes things very much. Yeah.
Ah.
You can feel it. I think you can feel it when you do it. Just in light of that, I'll throw this in quick for everybody. And I learned this actually from my teacher, Elaine Thomas. And she always said that if you have somebody that you have a little difficulty with, and we all do, because we go through changes, family or what have you. And she always said, intention is so powerful. And we've talked about that, Linda. But if you think of the person, okay, send them love, and then also say, and I'll type this in there, say silently to yourself, see their face in your mind, and say, may the God power in me greet the God power in thee for the highest good of all. And that I've changed relationships with saying that. I love that one. So I don't know if I ever told you that one.
No, I don't know that one. That's beautiful.
Okay.
Definitely put that in chat. I'm sure everyone will really appreciate that. Me too.
Yeah. And like you said, this year especially, that's important.
Yeah. And the reason that is, so we say this year, so in the year of the tiger, and, the Feng Shui energy actually changed. It's a static date. So that changed on February the 4th. So just a couple days after the Lunar New Year this year. And the big important tip, if you don't already know this, everyone, is that especially in our family dynamics, we need to work we should say, take extra steps for that peace and love and compassion, or counting to 10, before you speak, if someone does push your buttons or you have some big opinion, So I think that these tips are really, really powerful. So there's the practical of like, what can we do in our home to help soften that? Yes. By the way, believe it or not, the color red in the East is good for that. Okay. It's almost like a tree's growing out of control. And you're like, oh, let me give it something productive to do. I'll give it some fire, which is like red. Of course, red, we're wearing red for Lunar New Year and for Valentine's Day. And we're going to get talking about hearts and flowers. But I just think it is really important to chime that in conjunction with that beautiful meditation.
Yeah, definitely. So what else is important for Year of the Tiger?
Well, it's a water tiger, so it's an opportunity. Opportunity, by the way, is a really good word. It's a really big word this year, but about going more with the flow. And I don't know about you, Angie, but I am observing more flow already in this new year. And we're only like about a week and change into this new energy. And, last year was the year of the ox. It was earth. And you think about earth element in nature, it's like a big immovable mountain. And, water is, there's all different kinds of water, right? There's tidal waves, there's streams, there's rivers, there's oceans, but there's more flow with that. And, and tiger can be feisty, and there's not just one tiger this year, there's 3 tigers this year. So it's about having a healthy respect for the energy too. But, one of the areas that really softens and is lovely this year is the idea of relationships and potentially, meeting someone special or strengthening, that long-term relationship, marriage, or welcoming that in. But truly, like you led in the meditation, it really begins with yourself first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always feel that as well. So, okay, just to comment on what you were saying, I have noticed that, like, it does feel like I feel like I'm more in the flow, and I'm hearing other people saying that too. And it feels like everything is moving faster. Like I feel like I'm busier than I've been. I can't stop. And
I joked with someone the other day. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's only mid-February. And I'm like, I feel like I've already lived 6 months of the year. I mean, I joke about that, but yeah, it does seem very accelerated, and like things are moving, right? Things move with water, and this is yang water. So we talk about yin and yang, like this is active energy. So if you feel like maybe you had a little bit of stagnancy last year, I mean, a lot of people felt that for the past 2 years, but we haven't had water element show up in a while. So yeah, I would just say, even if you don't feel it, like jump on board and like, let's get moving. But there's opportunity in relationships. There's very good opportunity with career or job. I just saw a client yesterday that's applying for a new job. And I just said, yeah, this is the perfect year to do that and to go for it. If you're, looking to do something a little bit different, for sure.
It feels, yeah, I feel that too. And I've been doing in my readings, I feel like I've been talking about the same thing with people, that everybody feels that. So I have to ask you this, all right? So before like February 1st, there are all these things like we need to clean our house and we need to organize and kind of clear the energy. That's why we do that, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if someone hasn't done that, okay, and they didn't do that before February 1st, is it too late?
No. And you know what? That's a great question, because as I said, we are coming upon the full moon on Tuesday. And this is just a general tip, piggybacking off of what Angie just said, is a full moon is always an opportunity to clean, to purge, to, move those things over to the donation bag and actually take it to the donation center or gift a friend with, a top that you're not wearing anymore. And it's that idea of releasing and letting go and clearing away, wiping away what no longer serves you, or like we said, that holding on to some ill feelings. It's just let it go, let it go. So perfect time. And there's that idea of that full moon and that illumination, but it's like the moon gets so big and then it releases. So you're actually working in the rhythm and the energy. And, we talk about this annual energy shifts. I've worked with people and shifting their annual energy as far in the year as December. So I think any time is a good time, and we're fresh in the energies. I mean, we are only about 10 days in. So I consider this brand new energy. And just to kind of give you perspective, what I say to people is, when we do annual energies, whether a person, just took my class, or if I'm doing an annual update, or by the way, I'll do a little shameless plug and promotion and say that my Year of the Tiger class is available on demand. And I know Angie's going to post a banner or a link or something like that.
Yeah, we don't have Karen today, so I'm doing my best with banners, but here we go. And I'm going to post the information, how you can go on Linda's website, right? Linda, if you miss the class, I would really recommend that you take the class. So there's so much information.
Yeah, there is. And it's everything from the most basic feng shui guidance to where to dig or renovate or not, or where to rip up the rose bushes for the year or not. Maybe where you need to tweak, your favorite easy chair into a certain power direction, to, getting into layering with symbology. So it can be broken down to the most, simple and easy to a little bit more sophisticated feng shui. But really, this is a great time to dive in. And it's really empowering. And one of my mottos over the years has always been, a little feng shui is better than no feng shui. So, any little tip, I feel that in so many of our alternative tools, like anything that we can do to try to make our lives a little bit easier, a little bit more harmonious, that's a very good thing. But the important thing to know in feng shui is that your whole life is mapped out throughout your physical space. So as we may have a room in our house that we never even go into, but maybe once a year, because we're doing some annual shifting, we're actually putting our energy into it and we're awakening it. Like here, we're talking about Valentine's Day being tomorrow. So in long-term feng shui, the southwest part of your home, think about a little bit to the left of the setting sun is the southwest. That's the long-term area for, we'd say, love, partnership, marriage in traditional circles, the female head of the household. But the secret tip for those of you who are I want to jumpstart it now, I want to love that now, or meet that person, or have a better relationship with myself.
Yes.
That's in the southeast this year. So the southeast is just to the right of the rising sun.
Okay.
And that's the area where we start thinking about, so easy, kind of if some of you like to decorate or change for season, hold back some of those little Valentine's decorations and put them in the southeast part of your home this year. Or that idea of partnership. We think about things in pairs and twos. It's like if you have a love seat there and you just have the lonely single pillow there, add another pillow there, or add 2 candles there, or my sweetheart, send me some roses early this year. It could be just treating yourself, and whatever romance means to you, or a picture of you and your spouse, or that future someone that you'd like to attract in.
So all right. So if you don't have a spouse, with the two, I mean, you could get one of those. Sometimes you buy the frames and they have the 2 people in,
yes,
right.
And I've had some of my clients work with that and actually have very good luck in bringing that in,
Right.
And here's a tip, I don't know how well you can see it, but I'm wearing a rose quartz crystal bracelet today. One of my dear friends gave that to me. And
Wow,
rose
that's
quartz, I'll
beautiful.
kind of maybe like hold it up so you can see it. I'm sure some of you are familiar with rose quartz, but
Really, I am.
it's
I
a
love
pale
it.
pink.
That's my
There's a little,
favorite.
I have
Yeah.
little Swarovski crystals here, to a little mother of pearl. But rose quartz is considered to be the love attraction stone. So it begins with self-love. So like I'm wearing that today for our broadcast, but you know, if it's a day that I feel like I need just some extra feel good, or even as we wear it, like that love vibration, the thought and the theory with stones is like others can feel that around us. Angie, you might have heard me tell this story years ago. In fact, here we are in Lilydale Blog Talk Radio at the Crystal Cove, right at Lilydale. This is like going back like maybe like 25 years. I just was starting to learn about crystals and gems and all that. And I kind of felt like a really significant relationship was coming in, and it did. But number one, I wanted to feel really good about myself and be ready to receive that good relationship coming in. And so I got this beautiful necklace at the Crystal Cove. It was called a peace pendant, and it was a rose quartz sphere. And then it had a little quartz crystal hanging off the bottom of it. And I had just moved back to Buffalo, New York, and I took a job in international marketing. That was part of my background. And so it was like a very corporate environment, but I loved this beautiful pendant. Yeah. And I remember, like, I worked with about 75 different people at the time, but everyone from like accounts payable to the CEO would come up to me and like would be talking to me in the hallway or come in my office, and they would look at my necklace and they'd say, "Wow, that's really pretty." But here was the crazy part. I'm not wearing that today, but I'm wearing a different thing. They would actually come up. They would grab my necklace in a corporate environment, hold on to it, and start having a conversation, telling me how beautiful the pendant was. And I'm thinking, oh my God, they need this rose quartz.
They need that. They want to feel that energy, right?
They wanted to feel, and I didn't say anything. I thought, oh my God, this is fascinating. They're drinking it up. So listen, it is one of my favorite stones to recommend.
Me too.
To anyone in their home, for anyone to carry, especially if they want to attract something in. The idea of the family dynamic. If you're going to Sunday dinner or going to a big Super Bowl party, by the way, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Yes.
And those Tigers.
Bengals,
But we have some rose quartz in a bracelet or, tucked in your pocket. But here's the deal. Feng Shui tip. Put 2 pieces, remember pairs, of rose quartz crystal in the southeast sector of your home this year with one of those picture frames, to attract someone in, or, or behind the 2 throw pillows or the 2 candles. Okay. Yeah. We can get creative with it. Yeah. But again, that idea of pairs and that loving, vibration. But, here's another tip for you. There's wisdom to be gained in the opposite sector. And I've really have come to find this is there's a high level of accuracy with this in my practice over the years. So the opposite of the southeast is the northwest. Right. And we say the northwest in Feng Shui is helpful people, it's mentors, it's spirituality, like we develop, through classes with you, Angie, and we go to Lilydale. Yeah. But it's helpful people. So it's like, us giving tips and being on air today. It's our friendship circles and dynamics. And but helpful people. Like if you're looking to meet someone, why don't you tell your best friend, like, hey, I would really like to meet someone. Yeah, someone you can introduce me to. That's that idea of tapping into our circles, right? Yeah, that's the opposite.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. Real quick, you were talking about the rose quartz and everybody touching your necklace. When I had an office at one time where I worked before, and I put rose quartz on my desk. And people would come in my office and they would pick it up and want to hold it, and they didn't want to leave my office. Yeah. But you could really feel a difference with that, like kind of bringing that energy and that love in. So and I love that you're saying that too about 2. Have 2, just have 1. You want to attract somebody, have 2.
Yes. Chandy, I just saw a question from Missy in chat. She asked, is helpful people in the Northwest? I can actually see chat. This is good. Karen will be very proud of us.
I know.
Helpful people.
Yeah, Karen will be impressed.
Yes. Missy, helpful people. It's in the northwest part of the home. Oh my gosh, I got to plug in my computer. Angie, I might need to go off for a second and go get my computer cord. funny. But Angie, why don't you talk about helpful people in the Northwest? You can do it. You just co-hosted my class. I'll be right back. I'm going to get a cord.
I can do it. Yes. Count on help you. And I'll let Linda come back and say that. But, I was going to talk about this too, that, how we want to like say, draw somebody, like draw a soulmate into our lives, or even just draw, we love our friends. So we want to draw in the right soulmate friends and things too. And what I always see, like every single time in every reading, is it starts with you, and what are you doing, like say, to love yourself? And that was part of the meditation as well. And I found this, like, prioritize quality time with yourself every single day, like how important that is. I took a class one time and it was I can't think of the name of it right now. It'll come to me. But in that class, it was prioritize time with yourself and go on a date with yourself, and as you did that, and I did that, I thought, what am I going to do and where am I going to go? And I had to use my imagination, and I thought of things, and I found, what, I kind of like being with myself. And I kind of do really love myself. And I noticed that as I did that, I shifted things inside me, and I started drawing different people into my life. So, whether it's a love relationship or a friend relationship or what have you, it starts with you. Would you agree, Linda?
I would totally agree. And, I want to give another insight into an opposite sector for long-term feng shui.
Yeah.
So like long-term feng shui, I mentioned, like that's the Southwest. Again, the opposite of Southwest is the Northeast. So think about to the left of the rising sun in your home. Could be living room, dining room, etc.
Yeah.
And that is, we'd say, it's knowledge, it's education, it's research, it's the development of inner wisdom. Again, like studying with Santosha and learning spiritual development and, all the wonderful classes at Lilydale. Yeah. But that's the thing. I've been asked, I always ask people, what are your goals? How can I help you when I show up at their homes? And I've heard a lot about relationships and love life. And I said, you know what, rather than holding on oh, I wanted that perfect relationship. It's like you go to the opposite sector, the knowledge, the learning, take a wonderful class, develop yourself. And then it's like you become very attractive to someone else. So you can even meet them in the class, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. I've had that happen. I've had that happen where people have met each other in classes. But you're right. And then you're kind of you're taking your focus off of that, right?
Yes.
And you're doing something for you and shifting your energy and trusting. Sometimes it's about letting go and trusting it's going to come in. So you do everything you can, and then you let go and trust, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
for sure.
So so you were talking about, Missy was saying helpful people is in the Northwest, was her question?
True.
So that's kind of just what you were talking about.
Okay. And helpful people, it's very fortunate this year in the year of the tiger. So, we strengthen that with some metal elements. So think about like going shopping in your own home. What is made out of metal? Is it a silver platter? Is it a brushed nickel lamp? It's metal. It's a little bit of water, a little plant in water, could be fresh cut flowers like the roses, also something like that in the Northwest. But it's also grounding it with earth elements. So it could be, again, rose quartz again. It could be a spiritual stone like amethyst, which is that beautiful purple color. And it's the rising color for the period of 9, which we are segueing into. It's like kind of like leading into more of a spiritual, global wave, if you will. You'll be hearing me talk about more and more of that as we get closer to the year 2024. But I think a lot of people, like, I'm going to stereotype. I think Lilydale's, signature color and their logo and branding is a beautiful, like, purple.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. So what did you say? The period of 9?
The period of 9. So
I got to hear a little bit more about that.
Yeah. So, in traditional form feng shui, which is the type of feng shui that I practice, we look at how energy changes over time, and we look at periods of time. So we are in a 20-year cycle that started in 2004. It's actually when I began teaching my annual update classes. I don't know I had to look back and see what animal sign it was way back when. But it goes with that period of 8, which we're currently in, goes until the year 2024. So we number the periods in feng shui. So they have trends. they have locational directions and themes. So in period of 8, it's been about knowledge and education and research and the development of inner wisdom. So like here we are, like talking about, spirituality, and in delivering that message in this tips in different ways, right? Or yoga studios on every street corner or around every major city. Like we've seen so much of that about little kids in kindergarten classrooms learning how to meditate. We've seen that wave. But the period of 9 is going to begin in 2024. It goes until the year 2044. That is going to be a rise, and we've already seen it because it's already shifting, a rise in spirituality around the world. Like we're going to see more of that become mainstream society. Of course, there's world religions, there's spirituality like Lilydale being the oldest spiritualist community. But I think there's going to be a greater rise. And I think part of it is it's about like that idea of like, giving your cares up to a higher power. And this past year in the year of the ox, meditation and spirituality was at our core. And that was like kind of the forerunner and the taste of what's coming up. Also, it's going to be more about women rising into greater positions of power and distinction. And we've seen a lot of those trends in the past many years. So you're going to see even more of that. So I said to my class in the year of the tiger, maybe the earliest I would teach on it might be fall of my gosh, we're already in 2022.
I know.
Fall of 2022, but certainly by next spring, I'll be teaching on that. And then for me as a practitioner, I look at how energy changes over time in homes. So as people are looking to do new builds and stuff or do renovation projects over the next year or two, some I'm saying, hey, let's step on it and do it here in the West or Northwest. Or, hey, let's just hold up on that kitchen renovation, which probably want to save up for. Cost of materials will come down. We're going to do that as soon as 2024 hits. So there's different ways that we work with it, but we pattern energy.
Yeah. And when you're talking about like intuition, and I feel like I'm teaching a beginner class right now, and I'm amazed at how fast they're catching on and how quick. I mean, intuition is our natural birthright anyway. Sure. We're all intuitive. I always sort of feel like I don't really teach them. I guide them to remember what they already know, but it seems like it's coming a lot faster. It's very heightened this year. And it's probably because of what you're talking about with the energy.
And I really, and that's what it is. I feel that we're in very accelerated energy. And that's another important thing to know in the year of the tiger is that everything is magnified this year. So we'd say the good and the not so good. So that's why I'm aware of that. Everything is magnified. Okay. So So
and that's that energy and the way it's making us feel like when you're talking about conflict, right? That we have a conflict with somebody and that's magnified. That can accelerate too.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've already experienced that a couple of times, and I kind of forgot about that year of the tiger. I'm like, so that's
count to 10. Count to 10. Well, can we talk about tigers today? I mean, tigers are kind of exciting. I'm seeing my Bengal kitties at a consultation right after I get off air here. So one of my clients, they have these 2 beautiful Bengal tiger cats, and they're always so much fun. And I did a post and a picture that the owner sent to me on my Feng Shui Your World Facebook page of the little kitty like peering over this little guardian figure called a piao. So we move a piao. It's a little guard dog, half dragon, a kind of a mythological creature, but it's used to protect or keep the energy of the year at bay every year. And the Bengal kitty was kind of like, just like peering over and not knocking it over. And trust me, they can knock things over. But like, isn't it time that we move this? And I'm like, okay, I'm kitties, I'm coming today. But isn't it a big day for big kitties in that big game called the Super Bowl? So listen, for entertainment purposes only, I have to go with the Tigers this year.
Me too.
I think, but I mean, really, can we not but say that is energetically interesting that the Bengal Tigers
interesting? Yes. Yeah, very, very much. Yeah. I thought that too. It's when I saw that they got in the Super Bowl, and I thought it's Year of the Tiger. That makes sense. Yeah,
and like I said, it's not just about one tiger, it's about 3 tigers. If we look at the overall chart of the year, we talked about things being magnified. So it's not just like one tiger going for it, it's 3. And then you got a whole team. So I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow by this evening.
I know. We'll have to see. That's going to be interesting too. Linda, my animal year, I'm tiger.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. Is that good?
Angie, it's your year.
My year? Okay.
You have one of our lucky tiger envelopes in your wallet.
Yes. Talk about that. Talk about that. Is that the
so that's one of the rituals that we do in the Lunar New Year celebration is and you know what, we'll post a little link on the tiger envelopes definitely after the broadcast, so you'll be able to see that if you're tuning in after. But it's always considered very fortunate. One of two ways to work with red envelopes is, number one, anywhere during the 15-day celebration. So you have until Tuesday to give money gifts to children in any kind of red envelope. It doesn't have to have an etching of a tiger, but the ones we have do. Yes. And, or you could even, get creative with some red, construction paper from one of your kids' little, pads or something like that, or a red folder. But the idea is you give money gifts to children in even denominations. It could be, $2 single dollars, lucky number 8. 8 is the number of prosperity, $10, $20. You get the idea. And you give it to them, anytime during the Chinese New Year or the Lunar New Year celebration, as it's, if it's celebrated around the world. But another tip, and I think it was your friend Susan, Angie, who saw one of our other broadcasts about talking about red envelopes. She's on Facebook review we have from Susan. It blew my socks off. So here's the tip: follow Susan's lead, and what you can do as an adult. You can put a lucky red envelope, or again, piece of red paper in your wallet, but you put some money. $8 would be great because that's the number of prosperity, even dollar amount, in the red envelope, but you put it right up against your money in your wallet. And the idea is red is an activator. It's a very yang color to attract more into the wallet. So that's kind of like your abundance that you can do for yourself. And I don't know, like it does feel very energizing. And I carry it, but one of my tips too is for women. Men can do it too. Carrying a red wallet is considered a red wallet this year. Okay. And every year we have a purse color in Feng Shui.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you that. Yes. What's our purse color? Because color is important all the way around, right?
And it is. Yeah. So it's water element, and it's not a wimpy water element. So it could either be like a sophisticated black, or like a deep navy blue, or like a sassy teal. So it's like something with a little punch to it. Put that red wallet in, or the wallet that you have with that, lucky red envelope in it. And also working with a little bit of metal. So it could have like a little metal clasp, or a little, we have some, fortunate little, keychains that people can work with talismans. And, there's different ways to work with that. By the way, metal jewelry is also very empowering and strengthening for women this year. So even if you're not a big jewelry wearer, like I'm just wearing a delicate little gold chain with one of my power element stones here. I think I have gold earrings on. Good thing I remember to put them in today. You too, Angie. Yeah. So it can be very, very subtle, but women need to take, by the way, like Angie's meditation, women, self-care, self-love, need to take very, very good care of themselves this year. And that's, eating right, getting your appointments in, whether it's holistic or, going on the walking path. I woke up in the middle of the night thinking I need to get to the gym and get on the treadmill. I'll be there tomorrow morning. It didn't happen this morning.
I like doing the elliptical. I'm going to be there. It makes you feel good. It gives you a surge of energy, right?
And really in motion. And that's the idea. We talked about this yang. It's about getting yourself in motion. So celebrate. I mean, today is, for a lot of people, this is a big day in sports. So there is lots of celebration one way or the other. And a lot of people are gathering with friends and family. So again, maybe have the rose quartz on you. Again, it's considered auspicious to be celebrating today. So even if it's a party of one, like have fun, like
celebrate,
make yourself a nice little spread today.
Have your favorite treat or do something.
Yes, absolutely.
Linda, I'm going to pull up Susan's, Susan, who you were just talking about. She said it worked and worked again, got a raise at work as well that same week. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty good, Susan. That
was amazing. Yeah, Susan's review is on my Feng Shui Your World page. We just got to read the story because it's amazing. Like it even amazed me. I mean, listen, I always say to people, look, I don't, Feng Shui is not a magic pill, but there are magical things that happen sometimes, and I get excited just as much as other people. And that one really thrilled me, Susan. I'm so happy for your abundance on many levels. That was just awesome to me.
I know. I was so excited when she sent that as well. Missy wants to know, may I put a $5 bill in 3 singles in a red envelope, or does it have to be 8?
No, Missy, I really do feel you can. And honestly, when I shipped off some red envelopes to my brother's kids in South Carolina the other day, and that's exactly how I did it. Yeah, you can totally do it that way.
Yeah,
it all adds up to that lucky, fortunate even number. Sure.
So either way. So Linda, Tracy said, wow, amazing. Yesterday, I set an old crock with lights and flowers in it in the southeast area of my home. And my husband, the thing moved, brought me flowers, and I put them in the southwest area of my home. I did this unknowingly.
Wow. Well, I love that story. And Tracy, I think it goes into what Reverend Angie was just saying, and I believe it too. We're all very intuitive creatures. And I always find it fascinating and fun. I mean, what I do, there's a lot of analysis to it, but I always do find it fun to see, where do people like intuitively already get it right, and I need to, usually inevitably I need to guide them in different areas, but I always do find the fun, and I do find it fun to see where they got it. So that's a fun one. I love it. And
I love it too.
For you. Enjoy those flowers and your Valentine's Day.
Yeah, definitely do that. Because you can tell, because when you start doing that and you feng shui your house, I mean, I feel like it opens the energy. It feels better all the way around. Like you just kind of move like a vase someplace, and it makes a huge difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I love that. Okay, so what else were we going to talk about? We talked about the new year. Any other tips? Any other quick tips of what people can do to maximize the energy of the tiger this year?
Yeah, well, let's tie this into the love theme again.
Yes.
So for those of us who want to attract it in or enhance it further, and I know a lot of your audience loves the idea of manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
So, like whether that's doing a vision board or, journaling, but the key and right spot in the year of the tiger for manifestation or storing the vision boards or, the vision lists or the journals is actually in the north this year.
Okay.
And the north in the year of the tiger and the long-term feng shui bagua. And by the way, I have a whole blog on what is feng shui, and there's a bagua map. And if you join my newsletter, you can actually download and get a free copy of the bagua map, but on the blog page. Okay.
Yeah.
But anyhow, the north relates to career, life's path, and journey, but it is the secret spot for manifesting. So whether that is a new relationship or like my client yesterday, the new job. So what I had her do in the north part of her home, it was part of her dining room, in a blue folder, because blue is the color of the water element, I had her put her updated resume in that blue folder. In the north area, right where there was a potted plant there. We put it right under the potted plant, and that idea of, growing, with her job and creating that new job. So that's what we can do this year. North is the secret. There's always a secret spot every year to do that. So it's where the energy is really, really good. So there's career opportunity. Some of the career needs to be protected a little bit, but there's lots of opportunity and flow. And it's almost like the water element has come home in that area. So
I love that. So anything you want to manifest, put something in the north area that represents what you want to manifest, and you'll start drawing it in.
Yes, indeed. And that's in the year of it's in the year of the tiger. And maybe you would we talked about like the elements there for the year are water and metal and earth, so we could ground it with like a gemstone. Like I have her put some citrine with that. Citrine is like that yellowish brown color stone. Yeah. And it's, it's considered a stone of prosperity. It also can center us, right at our solar plexus. And that idea that if she got the new job, she would get a pay raise. So
yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens with that. You're going to have to give us like an update, because I will let you know. You'll get the energy moving, and it'll come in quick. I wanted to just comment too, because you were talking about how important it is for women to take care of themselves and that self-care. And I think I've gotten that. That's funny that you're saying that, because I've gotten that a lot for women as I'm doing reading too. And I think like women, we're always taking care of everybody else, right? And we forget to take care of ourselves. And I love that you said that, because we need to give ourselves permission to do that and make sure that we are.
Yeah, I think that's always important. But like I said, when I talked about the energies being magnified this year, it's really magnified in that for women, and I always say this, the universe loves symbolic gestures. Okay. So it doesn't need to manifest into a health challenge. The universe loves to say, hey, look, I'm eating right. I'm eating my veggies. I'm on the elliptical, I'm going on the power walk with a friend. So, but yeah, absolutely. Very important. And de-stressing, women need to, I hear you and I agree with you. I think I'm going to stereotype it, but I think that women, sometimes we take on a lot right on our plates and want to be a lot to a lot of different things to a lot of people. So we have to watch our own stress levels this year.
Yeah. As well. And probably I should say, men too. But
no, it's true. But and the reason I am saying women, but yes, men too, because at our core, our whole family dynamic needs to take care of that. But the reason I'm saying women this year is because this a little bit of a pattern of energy that needs our attention. It's showing up in the Southwest, which is the head females, the adult females sector. So that's why I really am saying women.
Yeah. So it's especially important.
Especially important for women. Yeah.
Tammy said, what about cleansing negative energy in the home? So you can, so some of that even is like protecting the energy with the chimes and things, but I'll let you answer it.
Like cleansing negative energy. I for those of you who are familiar with like burning sage or incense or ringing a singing bowl, like Reverend Angie leads these sound healing baths. I'll tell you, this was really, really fun. I did a space clearing the other day and I engaged this couple that had never had a space clearing. I do them professionally as well, but you don't need to be an expert to do them. Mm-hmm. Do you know your own two hands can clap together in corners of the room to help pick up some energy? And I use the example, like, when you go to like a beautiful like symphony concert or any kind of concert, like they get done playing and then what does the audience do? They clap to show their appreciation. But it's like, or if there's like some major crescendo in the Philharmonic and then you clap and it's like you almost like all held your breath and then you're breaking up the energy. On my website, fengshuiyourworld.com or .biz, both ways to the mountain, we'll get there. I have a shop page where I actually saw a little video from a class on space clearing, but there's a little video clip about me leading the people in the clapping. So check that out, because even your own two hands can do that. But listen, if you feel like there's been some negative energy with people, what have you, like learning some basic space clearing techniques would be really powerful for you to do that. But I have a blog article on that too. So everybody check that out too. I think it would be really insightful if you've never really been exposed to that before, or if you own the sage and haven't burned it in a while, time to get it out. But our whole home, all of our homes, whether they have the most beautiful feng shui or you never tried a feng shui experiment in your life, we can all benefit from space clearing. And even, I know at least in Buffalo, New York, it's still winter, but even on a nice day, opening the blinds, opening up the draperies, just cracking open the window a little bit, letting some of that breeze or that natural sunlight in, that can also clear a room. But final tip, because I know we're winding down on time. Sea salt, right? We can all get sea salt at our local grocery store. Sprinkling a little sea salt right at the threshold of our front door, that door that we come in and go every day. It's kind of like sea salt in particular. Is a great neutralizer. Or like, like maybe you have a teenager that has a little bit, it's like a little too much angst. Like you can hide a little sea salt underneath their bed, or if it's in the family living room, you could put bowls of sea salt in the four corners. But I would say if you do the bowls of sea salt thing, I would probably change the salt like every few days or at least once a week. Like you don't want to just keep it going on forever but it's a great absorber. But that's
what do you do with it when you change it? Throw it in the garbage?
I usually either throw it in the garbage and then I take the garbage right out. But I also have found it safe, at least with my plumbing, and everyone use at your own discretion. I oftentimes will just flush it down the toilet. You do not want to reuse it. You don't want to cook with it. It's just used for that energetic purpose. But sea salt is great for that.
I wanted to ask you that. I knew somebody would ask that, so I thought I'll ask first. So everybody, fengshuiyourworld.com, right, Linda? that's Linda's website. I'm going to post some links and comments so you have that. But if you go on Linda's website, you can find out a lot of information. That's where they can sign up for your newsletter too, right on your website.
Yeah, and the spot where they can get the free Bagua map is actually on my blog page.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, because there's a few spots to sign up for my newsletter, but if you actually go on the blog page, and I think the article is called "What is Feng Shui," and you'll see it'll say Bagua map. Sign up for our newsletter. It's there that you get the free Bagua map, and that's a nice resource and tool to have.
Real nice. Yeah, it's a good thing. You need that for everything. So everybody, oh, Linda, you're putting that in.
I wasn't able to do that one, but I was able to get the Year of the Tiger one up.
Okay, yeah, I know.
We'll get the Bagua map one up later.
Okay, but that's Linda's link there, and I'll post some other links. I know how to do it in the comments for on Facebook, but I don't here. So we'll get those up. But everybody, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it. Linda, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I love when you come on and we learn so much. You have such awesome information, such awesome energy too. And Happy New Year.
To you and to all of you.
To all of you. We have our orange juice. Make sure you have some orange juice today. Watch Super Bowl. Yes, Missy, I had fun too. So thanks everybody. Have a great day. And we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Linda.
Bye, Angie.